Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related content. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at another Lego Speed Champions. This is the Lego Speed Champions 1970 Ferrari 512M. It is set number 76906 and it has 291 pieces. And I paid $20 for this set. Now, this is also one of the earliest Speed Champions cars I purchased and put together after the Dom's car from Fast and Furious and the 007 car. I purchased this Ferrari, the white Lamborghini, and the Lotus around all the same time. And so this is another one of my first ones, and if you've seen my other Speed Champions videos, I really fell in love with them. So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at this set, at this car, giving my thoughts on it, showing some any cool building techniques if they're in there, and kind of my general overview of the set. If I just page through this quick, see if there's anything I want to make sure I call attention to. Okay. Instruction booklet, standard, not the new booklet style yet for this one. And then I think the first thing we can take a look at here before we get to the car is the minifigure. This is pretty standard for a Speed Champions minifigure here, kind of a race car driver suit looks like. We get a nice framed Ferrari logo up in the on the breast there, on the right kind of shoulder here of the minifigure. Looks like it's kind of open a little bit. Get a suggestion of another undershirt there, which is a really good detail. And any of the creases and folds that are in there are really nice. Even those very faint lines here on these zippers, really nice attention to detail. We have printing in the midsection and printing on the legs, but very minor, just continuing that red stripe there. But I think that looks really nice. And printing on the midsection like that is so small, but that kind of detail really adds a lot for me. Standard white helmet there, gray hands or light bluish gray, as if they were maybe in driving gloves. If we look at the back, again, just kind of standard back printing, follows the same color theme as the front. I will pop the helmet off so we can take a look at this minifigure's face. It's a pretty standard face, I would say, and it also comes with a hairpiece. Ooh, I hope I grabbed the right one. Let me double check here. There we go. I think this is technically the appropriate hairpiece for this set. And that's a solid piece as well. Hairpieces are a little interchangeable, but I want to make sure I have the right one so you know what to expect if you were to encounter this set. So pretty good minifigure. I think this is a pretty simple design for this suit, so there's not a ton of extra detail on the legs. That's okay. That's just not the kind of clothing that they went for this minifigure. Some of the other Speed Champions minifigures that I'll look at in the future have a lot more detailed and more involved printing on the legs there. And with that out of the way, we can take a look at this 1970 Ferrari 512M. The first thing that I notice about this vehicle is the angle of the front here with these kind of lights, or what I assume are lights, although if it's a a race car or a a trial car or whatever this is. I don't think they would necessarily have lights, but there's this kind of dark either black or gray translucent, or I think they call it like a translucent brown there, which is good. And actually on the side, that tile there is a translucent brown tile on top of a brick, but then has kind of red printing on it. Those are not stickers, I believe, which is good. There are stickers on this set. We can see one right up here. I think that looks really good. The color match is okay. In certain lighting, I think the color match between the brick and the sticker looks really good. From here, it seems hard to tell, but with the glare and stuff and with certain lighting angles, it becomes a little easier to notice the sticker. But the sticker's nice, centered. The Ferrari logo looks really, really good there. We also have some stickers on the side for the number 4. This one down here, the lower sticker, I think that one works really well. Side is a sticker kind of continuing that circle, and it's nice to be able to match those up. And this is a sticker here on the side that's kind of a small one. If we look at the back, we have another number 4, no logo or anything. This side is pretty similar to the other side. We also have a sticker in here on this piece, which is a very small sticker. If we go into the cockpit here, this on the dash is a sticker, and that I think is all the stickers. But one of the things, you may have spotted it, and let's see if I can get even closer zoomed in on that. This piece here is a print. That is a 1x1 plate, and on the side of the plate is a Ferrari logo. And I believe those have been used in other sets, but there are 2 of them visible here, which I believe are, I think those are maybe the fuel. Oh shoot, I don't know. Someone correct me in the comments of what part of the car that is supposed to represent. I thought it was maybe a fuel cap or something like that, but either way, those are prints, and 2 of them are visible. The set comes with, I believe, 6, and potentially an extra one, so maybe 7. Only 2 are visible. The rest of them are just kind of used internally as normal red 1x1 plates, and I'm really glad that I got those printed ones, and I would be more than happy to swap out the ones that aren't visible with either a different red plate without a printing, or with any color printing if they're not visible. But I thought that was really, really cool, and like I mentioned, you do get several of those. The windscreen is a good print there as well, and I'm very happy about that. I know that on a recent Indiana Jones set, there is a element similar to this, not quite the same shape, on a plane that uses a large clear backed sticker, and I don't think I've really encountered any Speed Champion sets that use stickers on the windshield or the windscreen there. So it's really nice that that is a printed element. Overall, the shape of this is really, really good. All of the angled pieces here, the cheese wedges and the slopes, or the the 1x2 wedges, are awesome. The way that this angle is achieved actually is really, really nice, and I'll get into that a little bit more. How it dips down here on the inside, very cool. And then the angle on the back about how these sort of flare up towards the center, and the whole construction underneath this is really neat. And then it sort of flattens out at the back, but there's still some slopes. Oh, and some more stickers here. Those are not printed. That's a sticker, that's a sticker, that is a sticker, that is a sticker. But they add a lot to kind of the general shaping of how this white kind of part is angled and then slopes up these, or moves up on these 1x2 wedges there. And then we finish with these fins, or kind of spoilers here at the back, that are connected with some clear, which is really, really nice. I think that looks really, really good. And from the back, we get to see some exhaust. Those are kind of the silver, not the like super chromy drum lacquered silver. We get some lights back here as well that are kind of tucked away. They're attached really cool using the hollow stud with a bar element on them. That's well and good. Overall, I think the shape is really, really nice. And it doesn't, I mean, the back of this, you can see here that this is just kind of plates on top of each other, a little bit of stuff on the side, but the back is relatively simple. I think the front of this uses some pretty cool techniques that I've come to know and love for Speed Champions. You may have seen it already in this video. These front parts here are clipped on. And the way that the pieces that are used here, there is some play. So there could be gaps there. I don't believe there's supposed to be. So it's pretty easy to have that stay closed. The way that happens, if I pop this off, there is the kind of the middle sloped piece there. It looks like this, and that is what is kind of keeping this whole structure here clipped to the thing and without too much movement. And then we have some more slopes or some more detail, and that just studs right on there. If I can, I would take off the full piece from the clip, but it's a little bit hard here. Let me see. There we go. So we can kind of see how this front end all comes together right off of the kind of like axle piece that they use to attach the wheels. We get one of those hinge elements to tilt these down. That is what this connects to on those 4 studs. And before you do that, you get these clipped on like so. And they match up right here pretty perfectly. And once those are on, this can be studded down, and then these won't really go anywhere except for that little bit of give. I really like that. I think the angle at which this comes up is kind of unnatural for a brick focused system. I think it works really, really nicely and flows through the whole shape of the car in a really effective way. So that's a big plus for me, and I always like new techniques. Now, this one isn't maybe the most play friendly. These pieces could potentially come off in some ways, especially if this was rammed into anything. I'm not necessarily a someone who plays with my Speed Champions very much. I like to look at them, display them, and build them especially. So for me, this was okay, and I always appreciate like a new building technique, new ways to cover up gaps, because there's very little gaps in all of this, even down to the side here. Very few gaps. And I'm always interested in seeing new ways that LEGO designers can kind of figure that out. So that really works for me. Same with back here. These are angled on hinge elements, or like those, I don't know what, the height of a brick, but they're 2 pieces. And it's on those, and you fold those in. It looks really, really good. The color throughout is pretty great. Like I say, the angles are good. Oh, and I spotted 2 more stickers. These are some subtle ones. There are stickers underneath here that are somewhat hidden. This red and black there is a sticker, and same on the other side. Now, more stickers on here than I initially thought, which I think is kind of a good thing, that they can be hidden, or that they match well enough that I don't notice them right away or I don't remember. But these ones back here I didn't immediately call out, and those 2 down there I did not immediately call out. So there is a fair amount of stickers, but if they're subtle enough and if they're color matched and they're placed in good spots, you know, what this red and black adds here, I think, is a lot of depth, and it ends up looking pretty darn cool, and I think true to the real life reference of this. The rims here are the kind of gold, not like a drum lacquered gold, but like a pearl gold, kind of the dull gold there, which is somewhat unique for Speed Champions. And this looks pretty awesome. I am thrilled with this set altogether. I think it looks great. I think it could have play value. I think this set is one of the ones that is $20, or was when I bought it. I think $20 is a good price. If this set was released now, maybe it would be more. 291 pieces for $20 for a pretty classic Ferrari car here, with the printed tiles, the few that are there, and the nice minifigure. I think there's a lot of good stuff in here, with some interesting building stuff, and all in all, I really, really enjoyed it. So I recommend this. If we take a look at the extra pieces, I can actually show one of the extra printed tiles, which is really neat. So the extra pieces here, pretty standard. Any of the tiny pieces, some 1x1 plates, hollow stud with bars there. But this piece, if I can get this here, has the Ferrari logo. So it is just a 1x1 plate with a nice printed logo on the side, which I'm always happy to have. And like I mentioned, there are more of those included in this set, besides the extra and besides the 2 that are visible. And I actually don't remember where they are used. I would have to take this apart, I think, or look through the instructions to know for sure where those are used. But like I said, they were just used in place of a different 1x1 plate. Really great set. I think good value. One of the sets that ushered me into the Speed Champions theme, and I think it's pretty great. I believe Lego did a version of this car in the old Speed Champions style. Now, I'm not positive. Old Speed Champions style was 6 wide instead of 8, I believe, and they just didn't have these same kind of parts and these same sort of techniques, I think. So I don't think the shaping was nearly as good as this one. If anybody knows or has seen the other one, if it is in fact the same car, I would love to know your thoughts on it. So consider leaving a comment. And if you liked this video, consider giving it a like. And if you like the content on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego content I'll be doing in the future, including some new Speed Champions I haven't built yet that were some sets I was looking for a while, which I'm really excited about. I have a bunch of other Speed Champion sets to review, and I'm currently waiting to give away a Speed Champion set. This sealed Nissan Skyline from Fast and Furious, or Too Fast, Too Furious, unopened, brand new set that I would love to give away once I reach 100 subscribers. So look out for that. And until next time, thanks. Bye.